You've got the Wolverine coming out this summer, a big movie. What was it like being part of that?
Probably one of the more special movies I got to be a part of, just in terms of the experience and working with James Mangold, the director, Hugh Jackman, and Hiroyuki Sanada, who was in The Last Samurai. Just amazing people to like look up to and see how they work, and it just inspires me to try to do better.
What was Hugh like as an actor?
Hugh is probably, out of all the movies I've done, probably the nicest guy I've worked with. Very giving, and he makes you feel like one of his peers, as opposed to, there's always the big intimidation factor when you work with an A-list, level star of his caliber, and he's, I remember shooting a scene where we have this big confrontation, and I felt like I was back in acting class, and it was just two guys just, rehearsing and working on a scene together, which was really, really cool.
Amazing feeling to be able to have that, isn't it, I think?
Yeah, it's a rarity, because usually, it's you work with people at that caliber. It's almost like the untouchable area. But he was, and I think he ate with us. We have the crew cafeteria, and he was with us almost every single day. So it was cool.
And tell us a little bit about your character.
Well, I play a character named Harada, and all I can say is that he's a mysterious character who's kind of relationships with several of the main characters in the piece, and you kind of just have to watch the movie to see how it actually turns out.
Now, are you a fan of the movies, the X-Men movies, Wolverine, and also the comics as well?
Yeah, I was a big fan of the comics. The X-Men was something I grew up on, and Wolverine, of course, was one of my favorite characters. As far as the series goes, the X-Men franchise is one of my favorites in the Marvel Universe. But I think this one is going to set the whole new tone for the Wolverine franchise. Just because I think James Mangold, he has a golden touch, and I feel like there's something very epic in scope about it, and bringing like the nuances of Japan and Japanese culture. And then I think what Hugh brought to the role this time is just, he's kind of down, out, and dirty, and I like where it picks up, with his character.
Tell me a bit about filming on location.
We shot in Japan. I was there for about two to 3 weeks, which was an amazing experience. It's one of the only places you feel like you're not, there's not a Starbucks on every corner, and you're in Japan. And then Australia was amazing. We shot most of the movie in Australia, and Australians couldn't be nicer.
What is it about X-Men, do you think, that makes it so special?
It's just the characters. I think Stan Lee created some amazing characters. As far as the Wolverine goes, the Claremont version of Logan going to Japan, I think you'll see just something special. It's you can't go wrong with ninjas and samurais. How
much kind of CG and stuff like that were you involved in on the film?
We did a lot of the movie in practical, and I think James Mangold wanted this movie to be very grounded. So you won't see too much CG in it.
And what's coming up next for you, Will?
A new show called Intelligence I did with Josh Holloway from Lost. So another Lost, alumni, and it's a really cool sci-fi show. That'll come out next year, early next year. Yeah.
And what can we expect from your character in that?
I play one of Josh's nemesis, and it's a really cool twist on somebody with a super chip in his head, and I play the nemesis who creates the version 2.0. So we'll see what happens, but it's a really cool show.
How much fun is it playing the bad guy?
I have a lot of fun, but I love playing, someone like Sang-min, just because he's bad but he's good. And I don't do much comedy, and I get to squeeze in a little bit of that.
It's been lovely talking to you, Will. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.